The Palm Beach Civic Association brings you Palm Beach TV, the island's only newscast. We're sponsored by the Fortin Foundation of Florida. Our mission is to inform town residents about the unique challenges of island life and to highlight the actions and achievements of our leaders and the dynamic people who live here. Now the news.
Welcome to Palm Beach TV. I'm Claudia Shea. Our coverage today begins right here along Sunset Avenue, where traffic congestion and safety concerns are the driving forces behind a new change. Effective Monday, June 19th, the 200 block of Sunset Avenue will change from a two-way street to a one-way roadway in the eastbound direction. This change is the result of traffic assessments involving data from Public Works and feedback from residents concerned about the safety of the crosswalk at Sunset and Bradley Place.
In the afternoon, rush hour traffic gets pretty congested, particularly in that area, from traffic from Publix, from people in the north end trying to leave the island. And, just all of that traffic there is kind of, we've seen over the last season caused a lot of backup on Bradley Place. And we think that if we make, 200 block of Sunset one way, it'll relieve some of that congestion as well as provide, a safety factor in regards to that crosswalk.
Palm Beach Police have officers monitoring traffic in the area to ensure a smooth and safe transition to the new one-way traffic flow. You see the work going on behind me. The Palm Beach Town Council continues to make significant inroads in its initiative to bury all overhead electrical, phone, and cable lines on the island. During the June 13th council meeting, Public Works delivered an update on the next phase of the 10-year project. Digging began in 2017. This project is divided into 15 construction zones or phases throughout the island. Utility pole removal, already completed in some areas, is now shifting into high gear in additional phases.
The first really big news is you're going to see cranes and road impacts from the intersection of County and Ocean South next week for the next 2 months. They're going to be pulling poles.
In addition to this area south to Sloan's Curve, Strayer says workers are also efforting to work concurrently, pulling poles out of an area to the north just south of La Puerta Way to List Road. Residents all along the impacted streets are being notified of the work. Meantime, Council confirmed there would be no additional assessments to the underground project.
We're not going back to the taxpayer to ask for another assessment. We basically are going to use extra money from the very profitable marina operation. We're going to increase that much, and by the time construction is done, we will also taken care of any, we will have fulfilled on the shortfall, so there's no shortfall.
Strayer also addressed recent gas line hits from the underground work, sharing a chart of incidents occurring since February, and explained to the council the proactive plan in place with FPU, Florida Public Utilities, to mitigate this issue.
We had a meeting with FPU, Heath, their locators, Burkhart, Wilco, and C.R. Dunn. And we discussed how to make this less. And so what was agreed upon was we would tell FPU the plans on a plan sheet where we are crossing their gas lines or where we're parallel with their gas lines.
All work is anticipated to be complete in approximately 4 years, which does align with the 10-year window established at the onset of this project.
I think it's really coming along amazingly well. The Public Works staff has done an amazing job of getting the necessary easements. I have to say it's actually going better than I anticipated. Everybody has to be patient. Unfortunately, right now we're working in Midtown, which is crowded. It's commercial and traffic, and there are multiple projects, so everybody has to be patient. But when FP&L starts pulling the poles and you get to see how aesthetically beautiful it is, as well as much more reliable and much safer, it's all worth it.
And the way of the future for Palm Beach, which is 12.5 miles long. Town leaders have voted unanimously on an ordinance that replaces previous rules regarding solicitation along the town's public streets. Palm Beach attorney John Randolph proposed that the council change the language of the original ordinance, saying it could be interpreted as targeting homeless people.
I indicated when we repealed this that we would come back with something that I felt would withstand judicial attack and would be constitutional.
The new ordinance contains broader language. It doesn't isolate it to people who are soliciting funds. It talks about how people should not be standing in the right-of-way, interrupting the normal flow of traffic. This week, the town council also decided to slow down the pace of its ongoing zoning code and review and reform process so that town officials and the public can have more time to fully understand and evaluate any proposed changes.
We've slowed the process down, and also we have regrouped, so to speak, in terms of how we're going to go about it this summer and into the fall. How have we regrouped? We're not going to have as many meetings. The consultants will study with our staff. It doesn't mean that we're not going to study things. We will continue the process of studying all the factors that came out at during the charrette process at the end of February. And things that have been identified all along.
The consultant will also continue to check in with the Planning and Zoning Commission and with the council to see if they're heading in the right direction. The council will also engage additional groups, such as the architectural community and builders. Next month, the consultant will give the council a proposal and a new outline of meetings and what will be discussed and how they plan to handle it. We invite you to stay up to date on news throughout Palm Beach by following the Palm Beach Civic Association on our website and on social media. That'll do it for now, right here on Palm Beach TV.
Palm Beach TV is a production of the Palm Beach Civic Association. We thank our sponsor, the Fortin Foundation of Florida, and encourage you, our viewers, to let us know how we can provide news coverage that best serves our members and residents.